Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to be doing things a little bit different. I'm going to slow things down. I know it's been a minute since I got on, but I have something extra special. I wanted to really get intimate with you guys on this particular video and share my art story, share how art basically saved my life and gave me life all at the same time. So this is going to be my artist story part 1, and I'm going to jump into the time lapse on how I actually completed this painting, which I'm doing right now for upcoming festival that I have September the 21st and 22nd here in Baltimore. So yeah, if you love art content, art tutorials, and coming up, I'm going to be introducing a new element into the channel for you guys. It's super exciting, called the Creative Girl of Color podcast/show. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment and tell me how you're feeling. All right, let's get into it. For the first 20 to 30 years of my life, I pretty much was lost. I was born and raised in New York City, and we moved around quite a bit, and my mom was always a hard worker, and that was of course instilled in me, and of course the whole hustle and bustle of New York City was instilled in me. I seen people hustling on the corner, selling mixtapes and cotton candy and all the buses and the sounds and the sights. Like, it's not something that you can even actually break down and really explain, but pretty much when you grow up as a kid in New York, you can tend to get lost in the whole, lost in the noise of everything. So the first 25 to 30 years, I was just, a regular dagala, working. I started working when I was 19, started out working in the nursing field. And I really pretty much didn't know what I wanted to do. I had my daughter when I was 17. I was so busy just running around, I guess, trying to find my purpose, trying to figure out where did I belong, where was I supposed to be, and my daughter, when I had her at 17, she pretty much took up a lot of my life, a lot of my time, a lot of my, my love, my energy, my resources. So I had no idea that I was even creative. Now, fast forward, probably I was about 28, and I started working at a government agency that I'm not going to name. And while I was working at this government agency, my mom, she started doing beading, beaded jewelry and making bracelets and stuff like that. She was introducing a new hobby into the realm of our mundane lives. And at first I really wasn't interested in it. I was just I don't really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That sounds boring. I got things to do. Blase, blase. But let me back up a little bit. At this time, we was actually, we all as a family had actually moved to Maryland at that time. So I was in my 20s, just chipping around. I wasn't really, trying to get into anything in particular, but that was my first taste of creativity, because when she started to make rings out of wire wrapping, and then I was like, oh wow, this is so friggin' dope. I'm definitely trying to get into this, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like my first taste of creativity. You know, once she introduced the rings and stuff like that, this when I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to do that. So she taught me how to do it. It took me quite some time to kind of learn how to do it, how to get it down packed. But eventually I surpassed her, and it ignited something in me. It was like, wow, you know, I never knew I was creative all this time. You know, it was like, you know, I can't even explain. It like awoke something inside of me. And it eventually got to the point where I was able to start actually selling my little jewelry, beaded pieces. Shout out to the people who bought all my jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, it turned into a little business after that. You know, it grew to the point where I was selling online. I went to shows, you know, and we still run the business to this day. That was almost 10 years ago. Called SD Bijou Jewelry, for anybody that's interested. And eventually I got into the point where I was teaching classes at the local library for people that wanted to know how to do jewelry and stuff like that. And it was just a beautiful beginning of a journey that I had no idea where it was going to take me. It was absolutely insane. If I would have known, you know, and I always say to myself, like, the best things happen on accident. You know what I'm saying? So that was the beginning of my love affair with doing things creatively, which of course I eventually moved into metalsmithing. And you know, it caused me to where I had to learn how to draw, to design jewelry and things of that nature, all the while, you know, raising a child by myself and working and just figuring out my life, trying to figure out where I'm gonna go as a person. Still not being really focused, but at the same time I had found something where I was good at it. I was finally good at something. I wasn't a fuck up that was just having kids out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? But that is all the time we have, you guys. I know that shit was getting juicy. It was getting real juicy, right? So this is pretty much the finished product to this particular painting. I know you guys probably want to know more, you know. If you want to know more, make sure you tune in next time. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.